tonight, dilapidated and in desperate need of repair. A 140-year-old Northern California church is now getting a second life. It's a slow process restoring Smartsville's Church of the Immaculate Conception. But as KCRA 3's Tom Miller shows us, the effort is starting to pay off.
I see a building that's going to be beautiful when it's done.
On the outside, there are hints of its former glory. Inside, a reminder of the work to be done.
It just seemed like such a shame that such a beautiful building was in such a bad state of repair.
In a town with a certain fondness for the past, Smartsville's historic Church of the Immaculate Conception towers above the rest. For more than a decade now, a small but dedicated group, just a dozen or so, has been working to restore the iconic church. One board, one sweep at a time.
It's going steadily but slowly.
Kip Burton is the president of the Smartsville Church Restoration Fund, a nonprofit gifted the church by the Sacramento Diocese in the late 90s.
The building had not been maintained for probably 40 years and was noticeably slumping to one side.
Volunteers like Terry Nestor worked tirelessly to change that, rebuilding the foundation, floors, and roof, repainting the outside, and this year adding railing and stairs.
We've gotten a lot of compliments, a lot of thank yous.
Built in 1871, the church gave the many Irish Catholics moving to town a sense of belonging, their heritage nearly as important as their faith.
It was kind of like home to them. It reminded them of home. And it was the center of their community.
During its heyday in the 1870s, this church had 800 parishioners and multiple services each day. But as the decades went on, attendance declined. And by the late 1960s, the church finally shut its doors.
For the first time in decades, a town of 200 can see the day when the doors reopen.
We see that being reflected in the pride of the other residents in town. That's important to us.
A day when people, rather than pigeons, file in. In Smartsville, Tom Miller, KCRA 3 News.